the data set, the Excel files from the Federal Reserve site, you're going to end up with 3 files. What I want you to do is open up your own workbook, another Excel file, and in column A, put year. In column B, let's hold on, put year and number at 1929 all the way to 2024. Then you're going to open up your GDP annual file from Excel and look at the data, copy GDPA, that's the header, and all the data in that column, and then copy it and then paste it to this file that you just created. Then you open up the federal expenditures, do the exact same thing, and then the state and local expenditures and do the exact same thing. So you should end up with something like this. You'll have 4 different columns: the year, GDP, federal expenditures, state and local expenditures. Next thing you're going to do with this is you're going to create, we want to graph this out as a percentage of GDP. The other thing we can do is real expenditures, because this is nominal expenditures, but it's easier doing it with as a percentage of GDP. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to say federal, and then I'm going to say state and local, and then I'm going to say total, and this will be both of them. So I can highlight these if I want to, and all right. Now I'm going to say equals C2 divided by, and what I want to do now is I'm going to use the $ to anchor this to column B, and I'm going to say B2. And I'm going to hit enter, and I'm going to change this to a percentage, and I'm going to do, let's do 3 points. And then I'm going to simply drag and drop that here, and I can do this whole, both columns like this. And this gives me the federal, state, and local expenditures as a percentage of GDP. Next thing is I want to do that combined. So I could simply add these. That's one way of doing it. Could be the easiest way. Another way I could do it if I wanted to make sure it's more accurate, but it's going to be the exact same thing if you simply added F2 to G2. But I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to say equals C2 plus D2, and then divided by B2. And this gives me the exact same thing. I'm going to change that to percentage, and I'm going to go 3, and I double click, and I now have the total combined as a percentage of GDP. This is what you're going to graph. So you're going to highlight all 3 of these, highlight all 3 columns, and then again, it's a little different on a PC, but I want to go to insert, and I want to do a line graph. I'm going to do this first one, and then I'm going to save this to its own page, and now I have federal, state, and local, and total federal government expenditures as a percentage of GDP. And there are a couple things you can look at. This is World War II here. So of course there was a huge increase in expenditures. Notice that state expenditures went down. That's because there was a rationing going on and the money and the resources being used to fight a war. And then we've had a continuous increase. Now again, total has been continuous since we started, and it's been a upward sloping trajectory. But the biggest one has been federal. Federal spending has increased dramatically over the past 80 years and then 90 years. And then we see the same thing, federal, state and local, but not as much. So first thing I want to do is I want to click on my line here, and I'm going to say select data, and I'm going to highlight the years. I'm going to say yes, and now my years are here. Now I want to go format axis, and the axis options, text options, I don't need. All right, the axis options, tick marks, interval between marks. This is going about every 2 years. That's fine. I mean, every 4 years you could see something. I'm going to do every 2 years. Let me bold it. And then I'm going to say add major grid lines. If this is too many, I might cut it back to you. So it's a bit too many. I want to do interval between tick marks. I'm going to say 4. And this makes it a little easier. Now I can look between and see the, and I'm going to do axis options on tick marks. So now I have it right on the tick marks. And so here I can see at 93, and we can see the big changes. 1945, of course, was the war. You can see in 1965 there was a pretty significant increase now. This was Medicare, Medicaid, fighting the Vietnam War. Then we see the decline beginning in 1992. Remember, this is as a percentage of GDP, so it may not be spending is going down. It could be GDP is increasing substantially. And this was the pandemic here, and we've seen it go down. That decreased. So now I have my federal, state, local. I want to, in the total, I want to go ahead and format the legend. I want to move this to the top, and I'm going to bold this. And I want to highlight, format this axis, and I'm going to go to numbers, and I'm going to take it down to 0 decimal points. I just want it as a percentage. There's no sense in having all the decimal points. And then I'm going to change the title to Federal (1929 to 2004). Alright, now again I want to highlight all this because I want to make sure that it's actually, instead of it being gray, I want to make sure it's black, and I'm going to bold this. And now it's, you can see what this is. Okay, now I want to change the color of this. You can do this. This is what you can play around with. I'm doing this a little differently. So I'm going to format the data series. I'm going to come to the little chart here, and I'm going to do it. This is a black. And then I'm going to add a shadow to this. Again, this just brings it off the page, gives it a little more depth to the picture. I'm going to change this. I'm going to format my data series for the federal, and I'm going to do, let's do a different blue, a little bit lighter. I don't like that one as much. I'm going to, if I do darker, then it looks almost as black as the black line. I don't really want to do that. So let's do a little bit lighter than this. That's a little bit bluer. And I'm going to go back and I'm going to create a shadow here. And then for this, I want to make it really red just to, so it stands out. Format data series. Again, I'm going to come here. I'm going to click on the red. Makes it a little redder. And then I'm going to do the, okay. So all three of these now have different colors. If I want, you can change and do anything you want, whatever you look at. And then I can do the background, and I'm going to do a, I'm going to format the plot area and do this as a, again, make sure you do the fill. So I'm going to do a, solid fill, and I'm going to change the color to, I'd do it more of a blue. I'd want to make it really transparent, so it's not really that, yeah, and I don't really like that. That's, you know, a little tougher. I think a green, again, it looks even worse. Do not do something like this. A yellow really comes across pretty poorly. So find something neutral. A gray where you can actually make it more transparent works really well. And it just gives it a little something other than, you don't want this dark color because it takes away all the lines. But you want to get, you don't, this is the white. So if you give it a little bit of color, it just brings it off the page a bit. You could do a picture texture fill. Again, here's newsprint like I used before. You could do that. Another one that I use quite a bit is tissue. And again, I want to make that a little softer. Different ones you can choose. This one's a little bit more, it's got a little more red in it. But you can pick and choose the one you want. Again, stay away from things like this because just the design takes away from your picture itself. Something like this would do the same. And plus it takes away from the grid marks. You don't see this. You want to do something that's going to work for you. So I'm going to go back to the solid fill. I'm going to pick the gray and I'm going to make it pretty transparent, probably close to 80–90%. And now you have your graph. I want to change these to a dash so it's not as obvious. Now you can look at, every 4 years, 1929, 1933, you can see when each administration started and what was going on. Here is the Kennedy was shot in 1963, so here's when Kennedy comes to office. He's shot here, and so this is the Johnson administration through these these times, and this is really when you start seeing a big increase in federal spending. That's the Vietnam War, Medicare, Medicaid, expansion of Social Security. Reagan gets a lot of flack because things he increased spending, but it really started before he even took office. You see this increase, and then it does go down, but part of that is GDP increasing. The 2009, this was the start of the house. Sorry, 2005 here, but in 2009, the housing bubble, and then things broke down. But you see, this was the dot-com bubble. There was a big increase in GDP at this point. Once you're done, title it with your last name, first initial, underscore, and then Excel 3.xlx, and you're done.